Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing a 5-minute scalping strategy. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing a 5-minute scalping strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 38 different strategies. This one will be the 39th, and out of those we have had 11 winners. We have also tested a total of 467 indicators, with 193 of them winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test all these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today we will be looking at a 5-minute scalping strategy. It only consists of 2 different indicators and a price action setup. And so the first indicator is going to be your standard EMA, exponential moving average, and it is set to a 200 period. And again, we are on the 5-minute chart, and we tested this with the Aussie dollar versus the New Zealand dollar. The other indicator that we are going to use is the MACD, and this is just the standard MACD, nothing special about it. We turned off the MACD line and the signal line, so that way all we are left with is the histogram, as you can see. And what we are looking for is price action to be above the EMA, and we are looking for longs. When it is below the EMA, we are looking for shorts, and so that's a pretty common thing setup to apply. And then what we are looking for is an ABC pattern to set up, and this is going to be a very loose version of the ABC. It is definitely not going to be like your standard ABC pattern that needs to retrace back to a certain Fibonacci level. Basically what we are looking for is for example, when we are on the upside, then we are looking for a simple higher low to be formed. And so for example, you can see right here where I have marked with this line here, you can see that we get this push up right here, we get this small pullback right here with this red candle. We are going to form a higher low, and that is the initial setup that we are looking for with this ABC pattern. And so we're looking for the A leg, the B for the higher low, and then the push and break up above that level right there, that pivot level. And while that takes place, we are looking for all that to happen with the histogram, the MACD histogram, to be in the green position. On the reverse side, for a lower, it would be in the red position. And so we have the A leg pushes up, we get a slight pullback. And this can be, doesn't have to be this minute. It can be, larger ones than this. But this is the majority of the ones that I seem to have been able to take. And so you get this pullback right here, and then we are looking for the break of this point right here. So this candle right here was the swing, and as it came down, then we're looking for the break right back up above. We're not looking for the close of this candle, just a simple price action break above that level would be our entry. And once we get an entry, our stop is going to be right below that swing low, or I'm sorry, that higher low right there. And so now, since we are on a 5-minute time frame, there were times when this stop was only two and point something pips. And so as a general rule, I went for at least 3 pips or more. And so in this particular case, we're looking at about 4 pips is going to be the stop. And what we're looking for is a 1-to-1 for break even. And so if we get to at least 4 pips, then we're going to move the stop to break even. And that way we're not risking anything on this trade. If after that point, then what we are looking for is a 2-to-1 for our actual target. And so we would be looking for 8 pips in this case as the overall profit target. And you can see that it actually got there on this one. And so that's a prime example. But if you look right here on this, let's see, this candle right here, we got the same thing. So we had this leg right here, this A leg. We had the pullback right here for the B part of the ABC pattern, and that's just a 1 candle pullback right there, which made a higher low, and then we had a push and a break up above that. And so, and then right here you can see we had a multiple pullback, multi-candle pullback. Gosh, if I could talk straight. And so, like I said, it doesn't have to be just one. It can be a multi-candle pullback as well. So that's a long setup right there. Over here on this side, we'll go ahead and take a look at the opposite, the kind of short version of it right here. You can see that we have, this is kind of skirting the line a little bit, because you can see that this candle right here got really close to actually breaking up above this, but we'll call this okay. We had the push down here for the A. We had the slight pullback right here, minute pullback right here. And so this is creating that little B portion of the ABC, and then a breakout to the downside right here would have taken place on that candle right there. We would have had a stop over here in this area right above there. So we'd be looking at about 4 pips again right there. And you can see that we got to 4 pips rather easily, and it even came down and hit the 8 pip target there also. So that's what we're looking for. And you can see right here, here's another kind of setup where it's a multi-candle setup, where we had the push down right here. We had this pullback right here, which creates the kind of the new pivot right there, the B portion of that. And it kind of treads sideways here for a moment for multi-candles, and then it finally breaks down right there and starts to tread its way down. So, all right, that's what we're looking at as far as the setup. It's a relatively simple setup. I would say that, the ABC is a little subjective. I know there are tons of different ways to do the ABC pattern. I'm sure there are probably plenty of people out there who are going to say, well, that's not an ABC pattern. And so, like I said, it's a very loose version of the ABC. We're basically just looking for a slight pullback and then a continuation. That's what this strategy is. It's a continuation strategy. So, all right, what I'm going to do here is go ahead and do the fast forward version of the testing for 50 trades. Once we do that, we will pick it up on the other end to take a look at the totals that we were able to achieve with this strategy. All right, so that puts us at the end of the testing right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, trading philosophy in general. Our admin Jay and some of the regular members post almost everyday market analysis, where they put up screenshots of charts where they've marked out areas of support and resistance, indicators that they're using, exactly where they're entering trades, exiting trades, taking profits, the whole deal. They're growing small accounts really quickly with the information that they're putting out for everyone to see. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested, which we've recently converted over into an Excel sheet as well. And so you'll get the Excel sheet and the PDF of all the indicators. Testing that we've done shows exactly which ones are winners, which ones are losers, and their win rates. You'll also get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested. And that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, their win rates, as well as links to go back and review those videos. Our admin Rob is posting almost everyday scanner alerts. These are crypto and Forex scanners, his own personal scanners that he uses to be a profitable trader. As he gets an alert to the scanners, he will post it in the channel for all the patrons to be able to take advantage of those trading opportunities. And one new thing that we've been doing is one of our members has put together an amazing team of traders, coders, and developers, and together they are creating a full suite of optimized profitable indicators that they're giving away to all of our patrons, and they're actually working on turning those into trading bots as well. And once they get that done, they'll be offering that to all the patrons as well. So there is a ton of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so what was the strategy able to achieve? Well, let's take a look here. Let's get this down in focus here. So we did a 50 trade test like normal. Out of those 50 trades, we had 17 winners, 25 losers. We had 8 of them break even. And so obviously the 8 break even reduces the number of trades in theory that we would have taken. Of course, those would have, cost you a little bit in spreads, but other than that, like I said, they're just kind of a wash altogether. And so with risking the the 2-to-1 that we were looking at, profit target to the 1 of the loss, then what we end up is, if we were risking say $100 for each trade, that'd put us at a loss of $2,500. If we were obviously looking at a profit target of $200 for each win, then we'd be looking at $3,400. That is a gain of $900. That's about a 40% win rate. And so all in all, that's not too bad, especially considering that this was over only, because it is on the 5-minute chart, this was only about 15 days worth of trading time that these 50 trades were done over that. All in all, this seems like a relatively decent strategy. It's not a home run strategy by no means. I did try this one on higher time frames, like the 1 hour and 4 hour, 8 hour. It just didn't seem to be able to accomplish the same win rate. Surprisingly enough, the 5 hour, the lower time frames seem to work best with this one. So I'll go ahead and cut the video here. That way it doesn't get much longer, and we will pick it up on the next video testing some more indicators.